Good afternoon or morning or whatever time of day you may be watching this. Today we're going to take a look at some interactive art. I was actually looking online for some fun ideas of things that we could all do at home, and I found a post by one of my sweet art teacher Facebook friends, Miss Jardin, who teaches over in Vietnam. This is a project that she did with her class, and they had a great time, so we're going to try something similar. There are many different types of interactive art, and over the next few weeks, we're going to talk about several. But for today, we're going to be doing a scavenger hunt around our house again. Figure we're all at home, so we might as well enjoy it. The idea is really simple. You're going to create a drawing that is interacting with a 3D object. The more realistic you can make it, the better. That's going to be a realistic drawing as well as a realistic photo, looking at angles, looking at proportions. Most of these are done in pencil, but you do not have to. You may welcome to use colored pencils, pens, markers, paint, any medium that you have access to at home that you want to use, go for it. Have fun with it. Does not have to be anything complicated. This one used a pencil. The other one used Cheerios. Very simple things that they're finding around their house. This project works great if your drawing is some sort of a character that you have created. Most of these, if you notice, are characters, and then they're interacting with other objects. It just seems to be easier to make them look realistic, but it's not the only way it can be done. It's just a recommendation from me personally. This one, they used a magazine on the right side, or at least I believe they did. That's what it looks like to me. And on the left side, they used tissues. Again, it does not have to be elaborate. This one I loved because they didn't get too literal with it. They got a blue colored pencil, they sharpened it, and they used the shavings and turned them upside down to create waves. So do not get bogged down on, well, I'm using a spoon, so it has to be a spoon. Maybe that spoon becomes a hat for somebody or becomes a sled. I don't know. But think outside of the box. Think about it creatively. Don't get too literal with this. This one, they used goldfish, and they were fish. They were literal. However, it wasn't a simple, quick sketch that they scribbled down on paper. They took a lot of time on that shark. They made it look great. It looks realistic. They have value in shading. So pay attention to your artwork. This is a great time for you to hone in and really work on your drawing skills. They changed the angle of the paper on this one when they took the photograph, which is something you need to think about. They laid I guess it's a remote control, down flat, and then stood the paper up behind it to make it look like the cat was sitting on the remote control. So really look at what is the best way to take this photo, whether you're using a phone or you're using a computer. I know it makes it challenging, but I want you guys to really be thoughtful about those things. This one's one that they did in color. They did the house from up with M&Ms, and it looked fabulous. The one with the teapot over on the right side came out great, and they stood the genie up behind it. They really had to line up where the edge or the bottom of that genie met with the spout on that teacup. So really pay attention when you're taking photographs. It's probably going to take more than one picture for you to get it the way you like it. These are some examples that I made. I had an apple for breakfast, so it seemed like fun to use it, and I laid it down. I just sketched out about how white it was, and then I created a mouth biting into it. The mascara on the right side, I had to take several pictures to try to make it look like the mascara was actually interacting with the eyelashes and not just sitting next to them awkwardly. I have created a place on Google Classroom for you guys to turn these into me, or you're welcome to email me your artwork. As always, though, I'm going to ask that you send me a close-up picture of your art and a picture of you holding your artwork. I'll be posting new lessons, new challenges, new tutorials pretty often. So subscribe and keep checking back in with me. If you are not part of one of my Google Classrooms and you'd like to be, leave me a comment with your name and your email address, and I will be happy to send you an invite. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and don't forget, keep calm and keep creating.